Okay, SPY still at that bear flag type of pattern right now. Break of today's low, more downside. Not seeing anything bullish right here, right now. Bearish MACD. You have the QQQ holding some support around these levels. I said in the midday video, this is just indecision. It breaks the low of these days. It is more downside to come. Russell, again, don't let just one hammer. And I think sometimes you want to make sure that there's some type of support that you're looking at. Or maybe you could say it's around this area. Maybe you could say it's around this area as well. But right here, right now, this is just something setting up for some, bear flag action to continue to the downside. It needs to give me a higher low, and it needs to get above the 10-day moving average for me to look at it to the long side. Story is pretty much the same. Dow Jones flag sideways, more downside to come. This 200-day is not a net. It's not catching it. It breaks these lows. It is going more down to the downside. Twitter, it's pretty much the Twitterverse, and everybody's talking about it. I don't hold over earnings. Why? Look at today's after hour action. I guarantee you there are sweaty palms, people throwing monitors, whatever they want to do. I'm not into that. I want to set up the trade, use my technical analysis, because there's one or two camps. Either you always hold in it or you never hold in it. But to dibble and dabble, to kind of make a guess and understand it's a guess, if you're looking to do that, it has to be lotto money only. Lotto money, meaning Vegas money, meaning that it is something that if you lose it, you're fine. It doesn't bother or anything like that. But you can't say, oh shit, it went down. Now I blew up 40% of my account because I was trying to hit the lotto. The lotto is a hit with, little. The lotto don't cost that much. Vegas, you go to Vegas and it's just like you go in a casino and saying, I'm gonna, try to beat the house to make a tremendous amount of money to get myself out of a hole that I've done before. You need to stop trading. So trend followers, they like to hold over earnings. Maybe people that are using the volatility, the vols for their options are using it, because if the vols drop, you can make money on that side if you know how to set up your position. But people that are just buying and holding, and then those people are trying to get into the common after, they're getting whipsawed to death. It's like, it sounds like, you could just hear the screams and the tears from here. So just leave that stuff alone. But Twitter, I need to see what it does in the morning, and then I'll give a better assessment. 3D, gap down. You can see it gap down to a significant level, however. You can see the low of this candle, this 1029 candle. You can see the high of around this area, which was around September. It's all around there. So this is a green candle all the way up, holding back back above the 200. So, I mean, if it breaks the lows of this, it is going down lower. If it could give you some type of high and maybe fill it higher low and then fill this gap, that could be another play as well. So know yourself as a trader before you start getting into that stuff. Cores looks good to the upside. You actually have a really good pattern here. You have a gap down that fought its way back. You want to look at the intraday action. Gap down here, closed up here. Lower left, upper right, bullish. Okay, all it needs to do for me is to break these highs. What is this high? 93.18, and I'm back on the long side. Okay, last but not least, we'll look at Apple. Apple gave a nice little bounce here. It actually got, let me take all this crap off. Delete drawings, delete all drawings. Okay, it got back to the low of this gap, which was 515. I called that out today. I saw some low intraday action, got above this 200, and then ran up about $6. So could it come fill this gap? I don't know, but I would still not get in right here, right now. I would need a little bit about maybe an inside day or something like that, lower high or something like that, to give me a better entry per se. But you could use the 200 or the low of this day as your mark if it gets above. But again, I'm looking for a little bit better and higher probability setup to get to this one. So I've been posting some stuff. I don't know if I can get this name right here, but if you don't have it, I had hemp. Hemp is a, you see about legalization with marijuana and stuff like that, but these are names that potentially can get you can get into this type of boom. Now they're not showing here because they're penny stocks. So the symbol is HEMP. Another one is CBIS for cannabis. Check those names out. They're penny stocks, but you can look at them and trade them accordingly. I posted a chart from the 26th, and it was actually at 8 cents, and it's at 30 cents today. So just wanted to kind of add that as well. But take care and trade them well.